Welcome to Trading IQ, where we will learn the unlimited nature of the stock market. I hope you all are doing well. This is Shourabh Bhattacharjee, and in today's video, we're going to analyze the global market. In my last video, we have analyzed Nifty 50 using Stan Weinstein stage analysis. In case you haven't watched it, you can go ahead and watch it. I'll paste the link on the I button. Now, we came to the conclusion that Nifty 50 was in stage 4 based on the rule and whatever parameters that are being used using Stan Weinstein stage analysis. We have formed a conclusion that Nifty 50 was in stage 4. Now let's look at in today's video where the global markets are. And in terms of global market, we will look at the US economy, the US indexes, which are Dow Jones and Nasdaq, because see, US is the most largest economy in the whole world. They are about 25 plus trillion economy, and India is about just 3 trillion economy. So we look up to US when it comes to the global economy. So, and if it is affecting in some way or the other, our market will also be getting affected, because see, we are interconnected and the business operations are not within India. They are all over the world. If something happens in the UK, some businesses, some companies will be getting affected because there are some operations in UK, there are some operations in US. So we have to look at the global market as well as our Indian market. So we would try to form a conclusion on where the global markets are, because see, if there is something going on in the overall market, in the global market, we'll have to stay cautious. So these are all just parameters. These are all just indicators that we're going to use to form a conclusion on whether it's a good time. Like when you see the weather, you would form a conclusion like whether it will be raining or whether it will be scorching hot, right? So you got to form a conclusion so that you can prepare for the day. So let's jump into my screen and see what's the global market saying. So this is Dow Jones that you see on the chart. Now this is Nifty 50, right? And this is Dow Jones. Now do you see a difference? Don't you feel that it is more bearish than Nifty 50? Because it is. Now let me draw a key line which will help you understand. So this was the level at which US markets were before the time of the COVID-19. So we are living in two different worlds, like the world before COVID-19 and world after COVID-19, because there has so many things that has changed after the COVID-19, and our lives have become, I would not say better or worse in terms of you know the inflation and everything. There are so many aspects to our life, so I cannot pinpoint on one aspect, but our life has changed after the pandemic. So there were two worlds, two times of the world. So before the COVID-19, the US markets were around this level, which is about 29,500. So this was a very key level. Now US market fell on that level, about touched that level on the week of June 13. So this is more bearish, and when it is touching the previous level, that means it is a very good support area. That's a positive thing, that it hits the support level and it has rebounded back from that level. Now if you look at Nifty, right, now this was the level before the COVID-19 hits, and you see after that it went up like crazy, and then when it is retracing back, it is not retracing back closer to that level. We are way up higher. It's about in 16,000, and that level was about 12,434. So we are about 4,000 points above that level. While in the US market, the Dow Jones probably hit that level, right? It is around that level, and it is rebounding back from that level. So what the conclusion that I can from that's just my perspective. Everyone has different perspective on different patterns. So it is just my perspective that global market has some support, because of the structure, because the market were around this area and it is now hovering around this area, so it has got huge support, right? Similarly, the Nifty, the overall the Indian market is way stronger than US market, because it is way above that level which it was before the COVID-19, right? So that means what? That means our Indian market is performing very good compared to the global market. Let's look at Nasdaq. Nasdaq, let me remove the strings. So again, this was the level before the COVID-19 hits, and it was around that area, right? So Dow Jones and Nasdaq are performing, Nifty 50 is performing better than both Dow Jones and Nasdaq, which is very good. Like, we should be proud of that fact, and this is a very positive sign. So since the market is it's a bear market, I mean, let's face it, it's a bear market. This is clear stage 4, right? So I mean, based on the stage analysis, this is clear stage 4. The US market is in stage 4. Wherein in India market, Nifty 50, we can say it is, of course, it's in stage 4. But in my next video, I'm going to analyze few sectors which are not in stage 4. They are in stage 2. Some of them are stage 3. Some of them are stage 2 continuation. So I'm going to analyze that. But in today's video, I'll keep it relatively short to kind of form an analysis or conclusion that Indian market is it has the strength, and compared to the global market, it is performing better. And even the global market, seeing the global market, we can see that it has some support level from which it can rebound back. And if it rebounds back, the Indian market will of course have that same effect. It will also go up higher, right? It will if it goes above this level, and if it hovers around this level, so market is at an uncertain stage at the moment because of the inflation. Let's face it, right? It is in stage 4. It can break this level and go down further, right? So I mean, anything can happen in the market. I'm not an expert, and no one can say anything for sure. Everyone can form a conclusion, and based upon which they can form an assessment, and then some investment ideas to which they will invest their hard-earned money. That's what I'm also doing. So based on the overall market, based on the global structure, I feel that market will rebound back from here, because the global market has some support that it is hovering around. And if it goes above, and of course I'll be bullish only if this moving average bent upwards, right? It's bent downward, and this is a bearish sign. So again, the conclusion would be that Indian market is performing way better than the global market, and the global market is around the support area. If it rebounds back, our market will also rebound back pretty hard, and let's hope for the best. And in my next video, I'm going to do some key analysis on different sectors, and from then we will analyze different stocks. So this is very important. Now at this point in time, you can still invest, but of course you have to negotiate with the market. That is very important. So please stay tuned, and if you like this video, I would request you to please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and thank you again for 100 subscribers. I will see you guys on my next video. Have a great day. Bye.